Hello, welcome to Interventions with Mates. It's me, Luca, and Charlie.
Come on.
Charlie's here with us. This is Season 4, Episode 1. I'm doing the intro to the beginning. I'm important. Now listen, we've got a new style to this podcast. We're going to be taking advantage of Elon Musk's Twitter platform, or X. And we'll be finding some funny posts to respond to. And we've just found one, haven't we?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Oh, mate, it's mental.
It's a weird one. However, the question
Is would they?
and I think there's... Okay, so let's explain to them what it is.
Right. So, basically, I've just gone through my Twitter and it was something about if you put a bunch of people together, like if you put a bunch of, like, babies together and you let them grow up on their own, would they create a new language?
I think it's a
Why
good
would
question,
they?
but we need a bit more context here. So
First off, where are you going to get them from?
okay, that one is actually a really good one. Are these all the same race? Are they all from the same sort of area?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one good question answered. Another, how are they being fed and shit? Is there are they being locked in a room or locked in? What kind of place are they locked in? Is there food just there for them for those 18 years, or is there people giving it to them? Because if there's people giving it to them...
Giving it to them, but it's not like face to face.
It's a lot different story then. Because they're going to start becoming You know how...
Do you reckon they would be dependent on each other?
No, if we're talking about conditions where just the food gets given to them every day...
But they don't know who it is.
They don't know who it is. They become fucking religious and subservient to whoever that is. That's what would happen.
Shit, yeah.
They may, I mean, obviously completely off topic, but they would not be... I think the question is better asked if there is literally, they just have the food there. Say it's unreasonable. Say there's 18 years worth of food and you just put it in there. Obviously they're going to die straight away because they're infants, they can't do anything, they will die.
Yeah.
But I say,
For the first 3 years, there's someone in there actually taking care of them, and then it's kind of
No, I feel like that still would...
But they just don't speak.
But a baby comes out already screaming.
Yeah, they would hear each other, but they wouldn't hear the actual person that's taking care of them.
So they'd understand noise, but so they wouldn't understand language.
Yeah.
This is the big thing here.
But then once they get old enough and the food starts just getting delivered to them, then yeah.
See, well, in that scenario, then they just become subservient because what picture this? If that happens, these babies, by the time they get to about 5, all they're gonna remember is someone used to come in and take care of them for 3 years. That person the baby would learn to love, and then that person just left. They never got taught communication. They don't even know what that is. They probably are by this point, yes, just doing random shit with their mouth.
Would they learn to read and write as well? That's the thing. Would they just learn to write on their own?
It depends. Are we talking about whether they're just locked in a room, or are we talking they at least have a house?
Yeah, they have a house, but to start with, it's just a room, innit?
Well, they just become. It was the same thing. They become subservient to this.
Yeah.
Someone's bringing them food, and that they don't know where it comes from, but
it just appears.
It appears, and it's they don't have that person who was taking care of them for the first 3 years. It's just this is the only thing in their life. They all become subservient to that. Maybe they do rely on each other, but I do, to answer the question, I do think they would start a new language.
Yeah.
It's something which
it would look different, written and shit. Yeah.
I don't think they'd right, because they're babies. You learn something by someone showing you. These would be incredibly dumb people, borderline functionally, probably shouldn't be in public kind of people. They wouldn't know anything.
Yeah, true.
Obviously, they'd learn.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't want to talk to one of them.
Yeah, innit?
Because
they would only know, the things that would just, if it's just a blank room...
can you imagine if they just brought that person now into the world at age 18?
Yeah.
Do you know
they wouldn't know what to do. They'd probably,
No, because it's a new...
They'd probably pass out, mate.
Yeah, because these cunts don't know what a car is. Other people are.
Yeah, innit? That's a good point.
What anything outside of a house is. They don't know what a McDonald's is. They don't know what celebrities are. They don't know what films are. Everything in our...
Primus would give one of them an aneurysm.
Sean, my name is Mud. I think their eyeballs would just explode.
No, if you showed them the one with the flying elephants, they would just...
Stop unpacking them.
Yeah. But the thing is, would they learn to cook anything? Would they just discover, you can't,
Well, I'm assuming they don't have the resources to eat in the house unless...
It's, just
given
fruit or...
I think then, if that's...
Nah, they have to have, do they have an oven and a fridge? I think a fridge, yeah.
It's insanely bad idea.
Yeah, don't give them. Yeah, because they're
Because
gonna put a fork in a microwave.
You're thinking about like the 14-year-olds. I'm thinking about like a 5-year-old.
A 5-year-old with a microwave. And
yeah, just because you got to think they're just in this house. This house is theirs, and they're gonna be looking around it. Eventually, just gonna go, "What is this?" Twist the things. And I don't trust fucking myself with an oven. I really don't think a 5-year-old with an oven would be a good idea. And when they burn the house down, then the whole fucking
the thing's gone. And
yeah,
there's just gonna be them there.
Yeah, they'd need to be really safety proofed.
Unless you just give them like meal deals.
Can you imagine the cretins who'd come out?
They only know what a Tesco meal deal is.
They'd just be like, "Can I have food?" You give them like literally a piece of banana, and
they're just like, "What the fuck's this?"
Get me my ham and cheese sandwich. And
that's another question. What sandwich would you give them? BLTs, that's the best.
You got their first ever sandwich. What if you did really cut them out just like a cheese sandwich? Just cheese.
Nah, that's boring.
Just no batter, just cheese.
No, because you can actually buy that.
Yeah, I know.
Just cheese, man. That's mental. What crisps?
Salt and vinegar.
No, that's banging. Salt and vinegar's the best.
Prawn and cocktail.
Nah, they're all right. The vegetarian
cheese,
the cheese toasty ones that are the vegan option, they are fucking disgusting.
Yes, I agree.
Any vegan like crisp, but more specifically the cheese toasty vegan ones.
Yes.
And the I think it's the smoky bacon vegan ones. They're fucking grim. But also, if you've got to think, like, what if like a spider got into the room? What would they do with it?
That is a great question.
Like, what would happen? Would they be scared, or would they just punch it?
So we're talking about people who what age are they walking in?
Yeah, because if you think about it, they're learning to walk on their own.
If the spider walks in when they're 17, I think they are just gonna fucking absolutely cut it.
They would lose their shit. They would be They would be like, what the fuck is that?
No, I think.
But then that's
I think
question.
They would just fucking kill it. I would
if they saw it, they're gonna obviously be scared because they don't know what the fuck it is. But then that's like if you let them go outside, would they just be going mental?
They would have brain aneurysms. They would be so fucked.
Yeah.
So fucked.
What if one day you just slid a bag of weed under the door and some papers and roaches? Do you reckon they would just learn to roll at one point?
They would because it's a new thing. They would treat it like it's the greatest thing ever. They would learn to do it.
Okay.
If you gave them gave them the equipment to do it, they would learn to do it. So if we just
gave them, you know, the boxes of papers you see in like shops and that, if we gave them 5 things of them, five full boxes of roaches, and an ounce of weed, and we never gave them that again, like we gave them just that, and then we never gave them it again, do you reckon they would just like see it as like an artifact or something?
It would be revolutionary to them. It would be the thing they would remember for years. It would be when they come out, that would be the thing they remember, because it would be their gods giving them this present which they're never given.
And then if they learn to smoke it, or they learn to or if they learn to roll,
what would just
slide a lighter.
This is what would happen. You give them. Eventually, what's going to happen is they're going to eat some. They're not going to like it. They're going to eventually figure out at some point, after maybe weeks of trying, they're going to do it. Yeah. They're going to roll. The second they roll it,
it's going to be shit.
It's going to be shite. But the second they roll it, slide a lighter under the door.
But they would go mental. They'd be like, what the fuck? They just saw the lighter come under the door.
No, you can't. You can't.
Letterbox.
No, you can't, because
you think about it, it's a house.
Yeah, you can't have the lighter come under the door, because then that tells them something's on the other side. They cannot know where the things come from. The things just have to appear, and they just have to never question that they can't leave. Because they won't question it if that's how they grow up. It's a great question though. And this started from us learning about the language.
Oh shit, yeah. In the house, it's just like a normal house like this. But it hasn't got anything. It hasn't got anything in other than the bedrooms that have beds and a bathroom that has a toilet.
No sofa or nothing.
No sofa. It's got shower, toilet, sink, and beds, and like plastic cups. Do you reckon they would learn to like use it?
Well, they'd have to.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance one of them drowns. How many are you putting in here, by the way? We haven't established this.
10. 10. Because if you think about it.
I reckon we're ending with about 5.
Yeah, there's going to be some beef at some point.
Yeah,
Do you reckon? I don't think there would be.
It'll be very paternal. They would be siblings because they'd be reliant on one another in a way we could not even fathom.
Yeah.
Well, I think they would just find ways to drown. One of them would climb the sink and fall off. And what's the other one's gonna do?
No, they have access to like the upstairs when they're like what 7 or something.
Oh, we need to give them it a 4. They can.
Nah, because then one of them's gonna fall down the stairs.
Mm.
Yeah, keep it like bungalow, innit?
We need to reduce the risk of death. So toilets are really dangerous, but
Waterless toilets. There you go.
That room's going to be fucking shitful. No one's going to teach you going to a toilet.
Yeah,
they don't have nappies on. What they will just shit everywhere.
Yeah, no, that is a good point.
And they can't clean it up. It would just be a shit-filled pit. They would come out and they would have the worst smell on planet Earth.
Probably they'd be shitting on the floors because they wouldn't know what else to do. They would just be in the middle of the street just...
Yeah, okay, this question's got some really dark implications. No, I think you'd end up... You said there's 10 going in. I think we're ending up with about 20 when we come out.
No.
Yes.
Actually, yeah.
Yes, they're shagging to fuck. They are 100% shagging. Like,
but how? Where would they learn? Where would they learn it? Like,
where did you? Okay, you don't learn though from. You kind of just you'd find it.
Oh, I know what you mean. Yeah.
By the time they got to 14, they are doing it.
Yeah, no, that is a good point.
That's just it's human nature, isn't it? Yeah, you end up with a lot more than 10 when you come out because they don't have protection.
For fuck's sake.
So this question's really got some
yeah, no, that's a
layers
good
to
point.
it.
Yeah, but then if you think about it, they wouldn't know how to like care for like the child, innit?
I think there will always be about maternal instinct. I mean, these are borderline retarded people.
Yeah.
Like,
but they would just have that like instinct.
They're not actually retarded. They just are very, very dumb. They would know how to live life in there. They would be masters at living in there.
Yeah.
They would have figured that out to the T. And they'd be satisfied with it. They wouldn't have any understanding of what age is, what time is. You know, if you open that door and introduce them to the real world and say you're 18 years old,
do you know what would be like a proper like?
It is 2020.
Do you know what would be mental though?
Mm.
If you gave them movies, yeah. But
if you gave them movies,
but they were only animated. No like
no audience if they don't understand the language.
Yeah, no audios. Just mute them all. So if you got something like Up.
Yeah,
and you muted it. Like, they're going to think that's either what's outside because it's animated. So it's going to be, like, fucking with them a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Trip them the fuck
And then
out.
they're going to get up there and realise, oh, shit, what's going on? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. It is a great one.
Do you reckon they would figure out how to, like, use, like, things like a table or something?
Would they have a table?
That's a good point.
If so, then yeah. If they're not fucking fucked the table.
I think they would have. I think they would have thrown it down the stairs or some shit like that. It would look like a shithole.
It would be such a thing. Because no one's in there cleaning it up.
Except for the first, like, 3-4 years.
Yeah.
But that's it. After that, it's just fucked.
Someone needs... I know it's fucked.
You're going to open the door, the smell that's
There's like
come
8
out
billion people on the planet. Someone has got to do that at some point. You know, we talk about overpopulation. Someone just gets 10 babies, man. There's like 10 born right now.
What are you going to do? Just run into the hospital and nick them or something? Is that what you're saying? No, don't do that.
Just run in there, they're free property.
No, they're not.
Just as soon as they cut the umbilical cord, go mine. Swipe. Scammer gets scammed.
No.
The collection.
No, not the collection.
The morality of it would be questioned though. You probably shouldn't lock up 10
Yeah, you
babies.
probably shouldn't do it. No, you just shouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's never what you really
Yeah, it's never really like...
advised to do.
Yeah. But if you find a way to get 10 babies without like causing any like... without like committing any crimes like kidnapping or theft, or like assault or some shit like that, then actually no, you probably shouldn't do that either.
No, because then the morality of it just becomes,
Yeah.
where the fuck did you get this baby from then?
Either it was their baby, but even then, it's just like, how are you going to get 10 more of them that quickly?
Are you just is your wife is just pumping them out at that point? She must have. I feel bad for her ovaries.
Right, I think that's topic one over.
That's topic one.
Yeah.
We had how long was that on that?
That was 20 minutes.
20
Jesus.
minutes on. Fucking...
Right, we'll be back when we find topic 2 in a bit.